Tonight, the biggest question of all about the botched airline bombing remains this. How did a man with explosives slip past airport security when his name is on an international terror watch list? Well, currently the U.S. maintains 4 separate lists. Umar Farouk Abdulmutallab was on the largest. It has about 550,000 known or suspected terrorists. More than 500,000 people. A consolidated watch list includes a slightly smaller group of about 400,000 people. These are people who are known or suspected of being engaged or preparing to engage in terrorist activities. Now, after that, further narrow it down, there's what's called the selectee list. That has about 14,000 names. People are placed on this list when authorities have enough information about their activities to suggest they may pose a threat to aviation and otherwise. And then finally, there's the no-fly list, the one you're probably most familiar with. 3,400 people. The government says these people pose a documented threat to national security. Today, Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano promising a review of how each list is maintained and enforced. But that's not all that's being discussed tonight. What about the actual security airports? And what about those state-of-the-art 3D body scanners? Tonight, Joe Johns is digging deeper into the latest efforts to keep you safe.
If you fly, pay attention. Things are changing, instantly creating long lines and confusion. On international flights headed to the U.S., passengers have the normal security screening to enter the departure zone and a second screening at the gate before boarding the plane. Once on board, the Transportation Security Administration has invoked a so-called 1-hour rule, allowing airline crews to prohibit passengers from leaving their seats during the last hour of international flights. Passengers can also be forbidden from keeping pillows and blankets on their laps. Maps viewed on in-flight entertainment screens must be disabled during flight. The government also says it's putting additional air marshals on international flights. That's what's being done, but what more needs to be done, like better detection technology? For years, the TSA has swabbed some luggage for traces of explosives, but it would be difficult to use that technology on masses of people as well.
It's going to be very time-consuming, so if you already look at how much time it takes an individual to pass through airline security now, if you can imagine adding on however many minutes per person to be swabbed, multiply that by the number of people standing in line to get through security, and you can imagine, what the backup is going to look like trying to get to your gate.
Technology also exists for TSA to essentially see through the clothes of people passing through airport security checkpoints. It's an effective way to look for concealed weapons, but might not reveal a carefully crafted and concealed explosive device.
The question is, what is it that you are looking for? And can you build technology that can actually help you detect exactly what you're looking for?
Privacy is the other big concern with so-called see-through technology, allowing authorities to look underneath people's clothes, raising the age-old question of how much personal dignity and freedom from warrantless government searches we're willing to tolerate in exchange for more security.
Airline travelers in particular have given up a tremendous amount of privacy and even rights, certain basic rights to get on an airplane. We are searched when we get on an airplane. Without a warrant, and that has become normal operating procedure for all of us now. We accept that. We're willing to essentially allow authorities to be able to see us naked.
The sad wisdom is we are never going to get perfect airline security, but the closer we get to it, the more we will have to give up.